Lord, from the depths I call to you. Lord, hear me from on high and give attention to my voice when I for mercy cry.
Total depravity sounds so helpless and without hope, and that's exactly what it means. So how could this be a positive Christian message? That's what we'd want to dive into right now. So, right up front, let's focus on the issue before the resolve. Total depravity means even our most good works are stained by sin and unacceptable to a holy God apart from His grace. Does the Bible really indicate that we as humans are that sinful? Let's look into it. There is none righteous, not even one. There is none who understands. There is none who seeks for God. All have turned aside. Together they have become useless. There is none who does good. There is not even one. Romans 3:10-12. But we are all like an unclean thing, and all our righteousnesses are like filthy rags. We all fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away. Isaiah 64:6. That word righteousnesses in the Isaiah 64 passage is written in a plural form of its original language. One of the uses of the base word tzedakah is in reference to man's moral conduct. Point being, if man were to perform what appears to be one of the largest acts of kindness, putting in an effort beyond anything seen in world history, and yet does so without the grace of God, it is nothing. But the concept of original sin, which is the foundation of total depravity, is more about the consequences of the first sin versus the initial act of disobedience. These consequences are laid out in Genesis chapter 3. Through this act of disobedience, sin entered into the human race, and it passed along like DNA. We are born into it. Another not so popular idea in this day and age is the biblical concept that people are born sinful. But this is biblical. Psalm 51:5 says, "Behold, I was brought forth in iniquity, and in sin my mother conceived me." Ephesians 2:3 says, "Among them we too all formerly lived in the lust of our flesh, indulging the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature children of wrath, even as the rest." The world around us is not evolving, it is devolving or decaying. This is scientific fact about all the matter around us, and it is backed up by the Bible, the author of all science. Romans 1 speaks of a degenerate society, one where God has given people over to their depraved minds. We live in a society like Romans did in their day. Their actions and mindsets make no sense to reality, the world which God has created. Satan seeks to destroy truth in creation that God has created by distorting it and resorting to ideas that are futile for a functioning, orderly society. It is easy to become angry at the world for being of a depraved mindset, but it should not surprise us. It doesn't surprise God, and it doesn't change our goal and message as believers, which is to win the lost.